What's going on, everybody? King of Dragons 5000 here, coming at you with another figure review. Today we'll be having a look at the DC Comics Multiverse Toys R Us exclusive Damian Wayne Robin. Now here we do have Damian in the packaging. He does come with a sword, a Court of Owl mask, and King Shark's head. Now we'll get a little more into that. He is part of the King Shark wave. Turning him onto the side, we do have a little read-up for Damian Wayne. In the Robin War, Damian Wayne and others work to defeat the evil secret society, the Court of Owls, with the reluctant help from Jim Gordon's Batman. On the back, we don't have a read-up of any kind. We just have the complete King Shark with the hammerhead on attached. Now, if you've been collecting the King Shark wave, you'll know Zoom does come with the lower torso and the head. Damian just comes with an alternate head. He's not necessary to complete King Shark. Other figures of this wave do include The Flash, Zoom, Jim Gordon Batman, Batgirl, Hawkman, the Joker, and Damian Wayne. So really happy I found this guy in store. So what we're going to do now is take a little break, get him opened up, and go on to the rest of his review. So sit tight, everyone. And here we have Robin posing out of the packaging. Before we get onto the figure, let's actually show off his Build-A-Figure piece. He does come with the alternate head of King Shark, and this is one figure I really want to complete, but I just can't see myself buying the whole wave, and I don't know how I'm going to complete him. I will find a way to complete King Shark, and when I do, his review will be coming. Really liking this alternate head. It is a hammerhead shark. Cannot wait to get this guy fully assembled. He looks awesome. But moving on to Robin here, and I'm going to say I really do like this figure, although if I had one thing to say about it, I don't like the face sculpt. The face sculpt kind of sucks, and Mattel just can't seem to get Damian Wayne just right. And this is actually the second attempt that they've had at Damian Wayne, and the face, I don't know, neither face does it for me. And it's just something about the way they sculpted. But let's get a good 360 of them. And you can see really nice detail on the cape, and just letting you know, this isn't just painted on here, there's actually sculpting on the cape, so they did paint along the sculpt lines, which is really, for the most part, it's clean. And I do like the fact that the inside of his cape is black and not yellow. Before we continue on to the figure, he does come with two accessories. He does come with the Court of Owl mask, which you can see right here. It's a really nice accessory, and it does fit on the figure. It's not held by anything but the way his hood is designed, and you can easily pop it off and slide it on. There's no friction holding it. It's just held on by sitting right here at the hood, and you can always bring it out if you really want to. So that's a really nice accessory. And his final accessory is his katana. He was trained by the League of Assassins, though, so it's only fitting that Damian would have a sword, and it fits in either of his hands. You can see that his right hand is a little stretched out. I already had him holding it in his right hand. But it does look nice, and it's painted fairly well. It's a gunmetal with a black handle. So it fits in either hand. I just normally see him holding it in his right hand, so that's the hand I had it in, so sue me. So let's actually go on to his detail before we continue with his articulation. And starting from head to toe, let's actually go on to that head sculpt. One problem I have with it is that the teeth are painted, but his tongue isn't. Like, you can obviously see that either his teeth are supposed to be clenched or it's slightly open, but I don't know. I think it's just on mine that they didn't paint it right. It could be just mine. He was the only one I saw, so I really didn't have too many to compare them with. Mask is painted on okay, not the greatest. But the yellow, surprisingly, is done pretty well. There's a few spots that look a little thin, but overall, I really do like the way the yellow came out on the cape. There's so many things that could have gone wrong with that, but it didn't. Even on his hood, it's pretty nice. It's thick. It looks cool. We go onto his chest, and it's not sculpted, it's just painted. Same thing with the sides. See, his gloves do look pretty nice. He does have his little belt right there. His shirt comes down. And then he also does have these knee pads, but they are loose appliances, and they don't even wrap around his leg. They're just pretty much for show. If you see them on the front, they look cool. From the back, you can easily pop them off. I'm probably going to just keep them off my figure until I'm done with the review. And then his green boots with the red laces. And then even his boots at the bottom have texture. And Mattel is doing a good job sculpting detail on the bottom of the feet. Although I think they should start sculpting details other places, like on his shirt. Maybe do a better job on the head. But that's just me. So that's Robin for you, and he does stand pretty well. He is just a tiny bit back heavy by the cape, but as it stands, the cape is made of a really soft, not the softest material, but if you were to take a hairdryer to it, you can actually get it probably in a really cool dynamic pose, which I'm probably going to do after this review. But moving on to his articulation, he does have a ball jointed head, although the way his hood is sculpted doesn't really look up or tilt side to side. The most you're getting is left and right movement, but even then it's hindered by the sculpting of the hood. Arms on a ball joint go out only to about that far, hindered by the cape. Arms want to do a full 360, and they can. You just gotta fight through the cape, and the dogs are barking. I'm sorry about that. He does have a bicep swivel, single jointed in the elbow, and that's only one joint. He does spin at the wrist. No articulation in the gauntlet. He does have an ab crunch which goes back really far and forward quite a bit, but it goes back farther than it goes forward. I don't know why. He does have a waist swivel. Legs do go forward and back, although they only go forward about there because they are hindered by his tunic. Legs go out to about that far. He swivels at the above the knee, single jointed at the knee, but he does get really good range on that knee. He does have an ankle hinge, no boot swivel, and no rocker ankle, so not the greatest articulation, but he does look really nice for a figure. So what we're going to do now is get him posed for my final thoughts, then we'll wrap up this review. So sit tight, everyone. So here we have Robin posed for my final thoughts. Overall, I really do like this figure, and I really do adore this shark head that he comes with. I cannot wait to get King Shark all put together. I don't know which head I'm going to use for him yet. Moving that head off to the side. I really do like this Robin figure, and I'm really glad that I didn't have the Damian Wayne that came with the Entertainment Earth subscription, or not Entertainment Earth, Club Infinite Earths, that's what it is. I didn't get that figure. I wanted to, but passed on it ultimately. Didn't have the money back then. But this is actually a really nice figure, and I'm glad that I finally have a Damian Wayne for my DC Universe Classics collection. He does have a few problems, like articulation-wise. You can actually get him in a two-handed sword pose, which is pretty cool. I was a little worried that I wouldn't be able to do that, but you can see he holds the sword nice. Knee pads, pretty much worthless. If they had been sculpted pieces around the knee or given us double-jointed knees where these were the joints, would have looked a lot better, but as it stands, those are just going to spare parts bin. I do recommend Robin if you're a fan of Batman comics, or if you need a Damian Wayne. And if you want that really cool hammerhead for King Shark, you're gonna need to pick this guy up. Now, he is exclusive only to Toys R Us, so if you're looking for this Robin, check your local Toys R Us. I actually found him, this was the only one they had. I'm guessing they just barely put him out, and I got lucky enough to find one. If you can, definitely pick him up if you're a Robin fan, Batman fan, or just want this figure. And with that being said, guys, I'm KingofDragons 5000 saying don't forget to like this video, leave a comment, subscribe to my channel, go check out all my other DC Multiverse reviews, as well as all my other action figure reviews. As always, if there's a figure you guys would like to see me review, let me know down in the comments, and I'll do my best to bring you that figure if it fits in my collection. Until next time, guys, I'm KingofDragons 5000, and I'll see you later. Take care, everyone.
My dreams are nightmares. How can I come against me.